All right. This is a special edition of the Action Dine MixLab workshop. I'm just showing off a little demo of a little thing I'm working on here. This is a huge mixing board, and yeah, this is a crazy project. I think what's crazy about it is I only built this in like a day or two. That's kind of nuts. But I mean, realistically, it's the same thing copied several times, and then some modifications were made. But we're expecting someone in here in just a moment. Let's see if I've got, yes, it's still up there. We're going to be joined by Hanumanity very soon, and we're going to get a quick little sneak peek at this. Depending on how this gets set up, on how much I can make this work a little bit faster. I don't think this is going to work for too many people. See, I need to clean up. I've got parts laying around. This is how I clean in here. Can't see it. It doesn't exist. It's probably going to take him a minute to get in here because I think that's about 100 megabytes of sound samples that need to load. All right. And he made it. I know it's a little bit of a loading time. Let's get
Yeah, it's a big old mixer.
This is a big old mixer. And I'm recording this. I'm going to do we're doing a little like sneak peek, I guess, might as well. But yeah, I started out just doing kind of like the bubble player with volume control and the panning. The problem is I didn't want to actually put the panning circuit here because I didn't want to have two EQs, two compressors. So I just sort of had the control for it is here where people are used to it, but it made more sense to actually have the panning down there at the end. But we've got, I have a mute button. Solo was, I could have done it, but it would have been a lot of extra stuff to get a solo button working. And just to keep this like usable, I opted to skip it. But the mute button was pretty lightweight to get that going. So then we've got a EQ, and I got a fader that's still hidden. I'll have to fix that. That's all right. So we got an EQ section that has a high-pass filter, a single like bell filter, and then low-pass filter. We have a compressor. This is actually the PJC compressor that I've slimmed down to fit. It actually does fit in that box. So if you are familiar with that compressor, it is exactly the same.
PJC, I am not familiar.
In the Patch World menu, if you pull that up and fiddle with it, it is identical. And then we've got our sends. So are you sending it to the main mix? Is it the drums submix, which a lot of those are, and then sends for reverb and delay. I don't actually have reverbs or delay set up yet. That's next because a lot of this stuff down there was just added, and it added way too much to the like overall CPU. But it does play. It does actually play.
Are these two different kinds of reverbs or just different reverb settings?
They will be. Well, I don't know. I haven't decided that yet because there's several reverb blocks, but I mean, they might just be the same thing, but you have two different settings that you can dial in for each one.
Yeah, I've found one work better than the other, even though they look the same. It's the one that has more words in the title.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Yeah, there's one that I've been using a little bit more. And you know what? That's maybe that would be a good workshop to go over all of the different reverb blocks.
Yeah, the reverbs and the delay.
Yeah. But how I've got this set up,
a little bit idiosyncratic.
The idea, I kind of wanted someone to have a chance of like mixing like a full drum set, right? And so we've actually got like the kick in, kick out, snare top, snare bottom, hi-hat, the toms, and overhead mics. I personally would have liked to see like some room mics added to that, but hey, not bad. So you've got, you can do your mix, right? These are just going to do trim. This will bring the gain up if you need it louder. But all the drums are fed into the drums submix, which then has, again, its own EQ, compressors, and sends. Be careful up here. Don't send the drums back to itself. Yes, you can do a feedback loop in here. I haven't added any safety stuff to this yet. I don't know if I will.
Sorry, guys. Take a break.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can... the idea, because like I feel like mixing drums has a good balance of stuff. You're doing low frequency stuff with the kick. You're doing a lot of mids with the snare. You got the toms, hi-hat, and the crashes. You got all the high-end stuff to deal with, as well as all of the spatial positioning. So like I feel like drums is kind of like a challenge to mix in itself. So even if you've only got like bass and piano going on, I kind of feel like this is a cool way you can kind of practice and like tinker around with how you're doing stuff. And my panning circuit did get added to this with the delay, the panning with delays.
Right.
It's not set up to loop, and it's only a minute long, so it has to be like re-triggered. But yeah, when it's done, and clearly this seems to be working okay with two people. Yeah,
no problem.
But yeah, you have fun.
You
can go mix it.
If I go into edit mode, will I see the internals?
No, yeah, you'd have to open them. Sadly, I really wish you could see. We'll do one for the video here. I'll open up the. We'll do this.
I thought it looked very cool in the pictures. So I go, holy crap, you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So.
It's a thing of beauty.
It's cool. It's so cool being able to do this. I love it. Like, yeah, right. we got our input section. We've got our EQ section. Some of this is spillover from our compressor, which was huge because a lot of it, like that's for metering, that's for metering. And then this is all of our sends. This took up quite a bit of room. I don't have to make it fit in the box, but I still want to do so. If you felt like looking at any of these channels, I wanted it to be in line and not overlapping anything else. Like we're in a virtual world and we could put it wherever, but there's a coolness.
I was starting to write something about how when I was first in Patchworld, I was trying to fit everything in boxes, and then I realized I don't need to do that. But then when I saw your picture of this, I go, but in this case, it kind of fits. It works.
Yeah, I think for the educational side of it,
that way.
Yeah, it gives it a visual cue. Because normally on a. Here, let's close that. Usually I love the way it does that.
Sure.
On a mixer, It's usually one big board. I mean, I guess it would depend on the manufacturer. Maybe some of them have like dynamics or EQ on a separate board that you could like upgrade or swap out. I don't know.
Well, the ones that I've seen are like this. It's each channel is its own module.
Usually one big
take one out and put one in. It's just like a slice of bread.
It's so cool to see. And I've seen it I've seen them removed with the band not even knowing. They'd go on a break. The engineer would pull one out, takes it into the tech room, and he's doing, he's taking the multimeter and checking all the traces, voltage, and all of that.
Somebody called Jeff.
Yeah, finds the right IC on the board that he just pulls out, pops on a new one, slides the board back in. Band comes back in, and they had no idea that it was even replaced. I mean, we're talking like 5 minutes. It was so cool to see.
Yeah. Well, this is quite a thing.
Thank you.
The thing about mixers is each one is, it looks like a big complex thing, but it's just one thing repeated many times.
Yeah, you learn that one channel, and then like the routing, I guess, is the other thing, like where everything is going after this. But essentially, they can be overwhelming. But it's the same thing repeated. If I should bring you into the room and just show you like one channel and be like, yeah, isn't that impressive? Hey, I'm happy I got a mute button that changes the color. That's pretty rad.
Oh, there you go. Try that out.
But yeah, this is the only one with the
sweet
fixed EQ. The rest of them are still hidden. On the main mix, it does still have a compressor, and I added 2 limiters to it that are set to start limiting, right about here, and then again at about here, and then some wave holders that will start squishing it if it does get past 0. There's a little bit of a dynamics control built in, but not too much.
Okay. So now the labels on these, presumably you have to open it to change those. As
of right now, like these are just sort of floating.
Well, they're just floating there,
and I have yet to. I think like these are all saved as like the same thing right now, like the same device. But I think I'm gonna work a delay. I'm still deciding. Do I want to work a delay into? I could fit some controls right here. It's just that it's not traditionally seen right there on a mixer or up there. It's usually outboard gear hooked up to a patch bay, which I think would be kind of fun to set up. Using maybe not building a full patch bay, but having more of like the outboard gear where you're adjusting the controls on that separate thing. And over here,
I have done patch bays here.
You're seeing where it's coming back into the board. More of I'm looking at like the traditional sense, even with all the neon colors and flashy lights here. If I can keep it somewhat traditional, I think that would be kind of cool.
Okay. Yeah. This deal with the text blocks in a device. I have a request in to make it so you can edit those without opening the device.
If there was a patch point on them, yeah.
Well, just make it so you can go into the inspector and say, make it editable without having to open the device.
Sure.
Because I have, like with it's early morning with the little memory blocks I got.
Oh yeah.
What are they called? Flash drives. Yes.
Yeah.
With those, you could go in and change the name of them without having to open it. Leonardo had a good idea about how to make it so that it's attached to the device, but it is not internal to the device, and that's how I make it. But you have to open the device one time to get it so that it's exposed, so that it becomes then editable without having to open the device after that. But it has its own little quirks once you do that.
Yeah, even if it was like maybe like leave the text block but have like a separate, call it like a text display or something, that you could more like it's not going to show anything unless you feed it text data, a text jolt. I don't know.
Text jolt. Yeah, there you go.
Right?
We need a text jolt.
What I mean, because that's generally a data type, isn't it? That the string, right? They call it.
Well, yeah. That's another subject itself. But in this case, it would be just a matter, and because, like, for instance, I would really like to have the data block be able to handle different data types, such as text. And currently it just handles numbers.
Look at that fade out. Because I don't know how to end the song, I'm just going to fade it out. Here we go.
Yeah, well, that's how they do it live.
But that's
bands doing fade outs live is a sad thing.
That's the mixer.
Yeah, very cool. It's very, very, very.
You got a little bit of a sneak peek, but yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more testing with it and see if I can get it running a little bit better, and maybe we could get more than one person in here. But yeah, as is, it's kind of big and bloated and heavy and makes it run slow, but it's working well.
Yeah,
it's well enough. I have hope that I think we could get a.
It'd be nice to be able to see what is taking up the most CPU cycles.
So interestingly,
the bubbles right here.
I had all of that done, and it was at 35%. It's when I started adding in all of the rest of it that it started really topping it off. But that's when I went in.
The reverbs are very heavy.
I think like the reverbs I'm going to remove. I think I did it from the delay. I removed the compressor, and I'm going to do the same thing. I don't think I need it on reverbs. Like, it'd be nice if it was there and everything was consistent, but I don't think we need them. So that's 2 compressors I've already gotten rid of. That's 4 more PJC compressors that I can get rid of by taking them off the reverbs. That might shave like 8%, 10 maybe off right there. It's hard to tell. I don't know. We'll see. But I can thin it out.
Can these inputs be variable? Like instead of a bubble, can it just be an audio in?
I mean, if you open it up, it's like literally right there. So I guess you could modify it easily. I mean, that's essentially the first thing I did to make these. These auxiliary inputs was just a copy of this, and then I just took the bubble player out and swapped it with. Just put the wireless inputs in there. So that was a quick, easy thing to do.
Yeah. But
these are basically stereo versions of this. Like the panning circuit is gone. It sort of forces it to the left and right. So that was another thing I cut out was the panning circuit. It doesn't really need those delays and all of that stuff because you're just kind of assuming you're already going to be probably putting those hard left and right anyway. I probably could do the same with the overhead and the piano because those are technically stereo anyway. But again, I think it would be fun for consistency if it just all looked, if it looked consistent. I don't want to have to gut some of the effects from these channels unless I really need to.
Right.
But I think after getting rid of those 4 compressors, I think this should be running well enough for like 3 people at once. Maybe we got 2 in here, and it's working.
Yeah, I'm waving my arms. They're moving smoothly. What can I? Yeah, That's
Smooth
all I
enough.
can do.
Right?
Yeah, very cool. Nicely done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah, I mean, if we were rocking like a Quest 5 or something, the EQ section would be bigger and there would be way more metering.
Yeah, you know, I've kind of taken a philosophical approach to that stuff. Like I've got controls on the control panel in VizSynth that you don't want to mess with right now, but they're there for the Quest 4.
Yeah. Because, you know, like a year from now, you'll be able to do a little bit more and push it when there's better hardware. And because you can set it up modularly, you could even set it up and build something you can't even test yet.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's where it is. I have tested it and I have crashed many a time. So we know what the bad case is.
Yeah. But anyway,
I must drink more coffee.
More coffee, huh? I don't know if you wanted to see. I don't have anything else new yet. You've already seen everything else.
Yeah, the filter tester things I thought were very cool, very very useful. I plugged some other filters into it just to make sure I get the concept, and it works great.
Thank you.
Those kind of devices, I set those, similar kind of things up all the time, just to understand how something works.
Yeah.
Put the readout on it, put some controls into it, plug different things into it, and see what they do.
When in doubt, spawn a readout. Isn't that what it says?
Yeah.
Maybe I should grab one in case viewers want to know what we're talking about. This is how I do it. I do a little search. I like
talking about
readout. Boom. I actually can't see the.
Yeah, you can't tell what it is though.
Go to edit mode.
Play
Let's
mode.
see what happens in edit mode.
Yeah.
Didn't get too
Fingers
bad.
crossed.
But yeah, you feed anything into this little input here, and it'll just display what the value is. That's it. That's all it does. But yeah, that's what's right here. They're all over this thing. It's called a readout.
Eminently useful.
Yes. Always, just anytime you're gonna make something, just you spawn one, and then you're gonna make copies of it. You're gonna need a bunch, but maybe not. I don't know. You should use them. I guess if you're building
when things get deranged, map your range.
That's right. All right. Well,
and once I figured out that you can change the decimal points on this thing with the inspector, it's like okay, now this is useful.
Yeah. No, these things are great. I just think it's weird that the thing is aiming sideways.
Basic.
Because the cable shoots out to the side, where everything else seems it's just an aesthetic thing, not a big deal. Functionality wise, they're great.
Yeah, it's its own little beastie.
Yeah.
If we're in play mode, you don't even see that. So,
all right.
That's cool.
Well, I think that.
Sorry to be the late.
No, that's fine.
But
that's all right. I got some videos recorded.
It was actually my neighbor. He opens his gate and it makes a bit of a racket. And usually I wouldn't even hear it, except I fell asleep in the wrong place last night. So that's why I didn't hear the alarm.
How did I get here?
Yeah. I had to grind the coffee too. So it was like, oh
boy. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out.
Cool.
And thank you for checking it out. It's you got the first sneak peek.
Yeah, I like the pictures of it. So
thanks.
Aesthetically appealing.
I tried sticking with the color theme, the patchworld color theme of the cyan, pink, and yellow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that fits. You got your magentas, you got your yellows, you got your cyans. It's almost as if you had a full spectrum available.
It's a little more prominent in the beta. They definitely went a little heavier with the color theme in the beta. So you'll see it.
Oh, I haven't noticed that yet. Oh, okay.
But all of those colors are 120 degrees apart from each other on the color wheel too. Fun fact.
Oh, there you go. And they add up to 360. What a phenomenon.
Some more color nerdness here. So if you take blue and green, you get this one. You get red and green, you get this one. You get blue and red, you get this one. So, I mean, these are really just kind of made from different combinations of red, green, and blue. It's really just, it's almost like you're just removing either red, green, and blue from white, and you end up getting one of those.
It's a crazy mashup of the difference between print colors and
exactly. Yes, I was just going to go into that. So, I mean, we were originally talking about a mixer. Now we've somehow segued into printers. But yes, cyan, magenta, yellow, and then black. Because the difference is RGB is good for when the light is being emitted as RGB. But on paper, it actually has to absorb some of that white light and then reflect back what's left.
Yep.
And this actually works better. Because again, like remember I said we were removing either RGB to get one of these. So yeah, you have to like think backwards on how to make the color with a printer, and that's why. But yeah, these three colors work well together, just like RGB does, because they're also 120 degrees apart on the color wheel.
Yeah, very easy to tell apart.
Nerd moment
in that regard. All right, Matt. Well, I'm going to
next week we'll fix our lawnmower.
Blitz on out.
I actually couldn't.
Yeah, Lawnmower Man.
Yeah,
man, I was riffing on Lawnmower Man a couple days ago, just going.
I should watch that one again. I watched that one a lot when I was young.
It's worth seeing again. It was Jeff Fahey. Where is he now? Okay, we thought he was going to be the next big thing, but he was kind of like Dumb and Dumber, all in the same thing. A little bit of Flowers for Algernon built in there. Okay, Juan. Well, right. nice work.
Thank you.
Thanks for setting this up and making it available to look at.
No problem.
So
we'll see you around the patch.
Okay. Be well.
You too, man.
Until later.
Later.